Hey there everybody, Phil here for AndroidCentral.com, and we're now here with the Motorola XYBOARD 10.1, aka the Zoom 2, aka the 10-inch version of this little guy, the XYBOARD 8.2. So, as you can tell, they're pretty much kind of the same thing design-wise. Same little edges, same kind of, not rounded corners, but very angular corners. This is what would be known as the Zoom 2 Media Edition or Family Edition or whatever. It's just smaller, so otherwise the internals are pretty much the same. Let's flip this around to the back because that's where kind of the redesign is over the original Zoom. And again, I like this. It's got this metal kind of back on here. You've got the Verizon logo, the Motorola logo, some FCC stuff. You also have more STC stuff up here, and it looks horrendous, but don't worry, you can, in fact, peel it off. I'm not going to do it because it's not my device, and we'll have to send it back. But you can take that off and get a much cleaner look. 5-megapixel camera up here with flash, dual speakers. I like that. I've seen too many tablets recently get rid of the dual speakers instead for like one over here, or whatever. You really do lose kind of the stereo effect when you're playing a game that way. On the side here, we have the redesigned power and volume buttons. Again, it's going to take a little getting used to as you're holding the tablet. You're going to have to reach over here to turn it on and off, but I think you'll get used to it quickly enough. Down here at the bottom, we've got micro USB and the micro HDMI, and this does charge via the micro USB. You will need to be careful about the charger you're using because it will charge at different rates if you're not using the one that came with it. We also have a little door over here, and behind the door is the SIM card. This is a 4G LTE device, and a little spot that looks like it might be for a micro SD card, but alas, it is not. So you're stuck with only the 32 gigabyte or 64 gigabyte version, so you should have plenty of storage space, but yes, no SD card. So fire it up, and again, Android 3.2 Honeycomb, sorry. Just gonna have to deal with that until we get Ice Cream Sandwich update, but it is coming, it will come. And just like with the XYBOARD 8.2, this is not sort of a pure Google device like the original Zoom was. This is very much a Verizon device, so you've got a whole bunch of preloaded apps, GoToMeeting, Let's Golf, Madden, Citrix. So some good, GoToMeeting and Citrix, that's good business type stuff. Digit, Amazon's on there, Blockbuster's on there, Motocast, Motopack. So a lot of good Motorola stuff that you might or might not want as well, including Vcast and all that stuff, and VZ Navigator. So come down here to the settings menu, and you'll see, and we pointed this out in the 8.2, but Motorola privacy policy and terms of use. I suggest you read this. Hit the view terms and conditions. I know everybody's worried about privacy and security and all that. It's all spelled out here for you. It's very long, it's very dry, but it is all here, and it will tell you exactly what it's doing and collecting. So if you're worried about that, read this. As long as we're here, let's actually go into the settings and make sure exactly what we're dealing with. Again, 10.1 inch screen, 1280 by 800 resolution, and about tablet, Android 3.2. Storage, so we've got the 32 gigabyte version. There actually are three versions of this, 16, 32, and 64. Start at different price points. Let's look at all the apps we have installed. Again, really not different from the 8.2 here. And a whole bunch of stuff is already on board, including all the Motorola services. So if you see a lot of that stuff, don't freak out. Including printer settings, so it's got Moto Print, which is wireless printing, which is actually very cool if you've never used it. And again, yes, this is a 4G LTE device, so you don't need Wi-Fi, even though I'm on it now, just because it's faster. But we do have LTE here, and it works great. So we'll have to see what it does with battery life. And again, you're going to have to see about charging it and make sure you use the one that actually came with the tablet if you want it to charge more quickly. So there you go, guys. A very quick look at the thinner, redesigned Motorola XYBOARD tablet. See ya.